it's D and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be viewing Season 1, Episode 9 of House of the Dragon. This one's called The Green Council. Before we begin, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers and for the views and the likes and the comments. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Guys, we were almost done this series. It seems like only yesterday where everyone was excited for the show to come, and here we are like 1 week away from the finale. I cannot believe it. Quick rundown of last week's episode. Vaemon Valerion was calling on the Greens and Alicent and Otto to help support and back him to take Driftmark because Corlys Valerion was injured and they don't think he's going to survive. So him and Rhaenys and Baela and Rhaena and Rhaenyra and Otto and their whole brood go to King's Landing. Otto and Alicent and Vaemon all kind of conspire together, and Vaemon's like, oh, you're gonna need, people on your side for when this war breaks out, if a war breaks out. So they have this whole plan. Up pops my man Viserys. He comes in for his daughter and her children and backs them and supports them. They have a family dinner and everything is like, to him, everything appears wonderful and great. And as soon as he exits stage left, it all goes up in flames. And then, Viserys, may he rest in peace, the man met his true love and goes out on the idea that his family is all happy and together. And I think now is when the war will really break out. So that's where we left it. Don't want to take up too much time because this is going to be a big episode. The Green Council, and then we've got one more episode after this. So let's get into it. I'm so excited. Let's see what's changed. I know a lot's going to change this week. Do not skip intros. Wow. Whole new bloodlines. Oh, the music.
This is how nice, Grace. Stay here. Tell no one.
The king is dead. Is Riverrun and Highgarden.
Am I to understand what members of the small council have been planning secretly?
Wow!
To store my son without me?
My queen, Caesar!
Go, Mr. Beesbury.
It is treason, at the least! It is no part! Storm's End is of concern. We may not assume the loyalty of Lord Boris, but he has 4 daughters, all of them unmarried. The right proposal
Was
is...
it Rhaenyra?
Indeed.
One more word and I'll have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Wow.
Lord Commander Westerling. Take your knights to the Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
Get it, Westerling.
I'm Lord Commander of the King's Guard. I recognize no authority but the King's. And until there is one,
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. That wig is serving looks.
Viserys amended his wishes. It's as simple as that. You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king.
I came here to ask your support.
I'm sorry, what?
Thank you for your boldness. House Velaryon has long allied itself with the Princess Rhaenyra, and what has it gained you? You are wiser than I believed you to be. Alicent Hightower, true queen.
Listen.
What the fuck is he doing there?
Let me go, and we'll find a ship and sail away, never to be found. Well played.
None of this is a game.
And yet you treat it as one. A charming contest. The prize a pouch of silver.
Oh, no, 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 no. I can't. That's so fucking creepy.
With me, princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
Damn. I love the dragon pit. It's aesthetically pleasing. I knew something was gonna happen. Damn! What dragon is that? That's Melee's? Yo! Yes! That's how you make an entrance. Yo!
Open the door!
Oh, that don't matter. Whoa! Yo, yo, yo! Yo! She's like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I will. Yes! That was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Okay, so wow, what an episode. That was fantastic. Okay, so so much happened. Let's break it all down, shall we? Make it as quick as possible. So this episode was called The Green Council. It lived up to the name. Viserys, rest in peace. It's official that he has passed away. The intro, there are some new lines for Aegon and Helena because they have the twins, and there's new lines for Rhaenyra since she has kids with her uncle. And Viserys's little cog is now flooded, which means he has officially passed. The episode opens with like an empty throne room, and you see the Iron Throne, and it's like completely empty. And there's a little boy that was like walking around, and he goes to the spy that was spying for Massaria, the White Worm, and tells her. And so she goes and tells Talia, I think her name is. She goes and tells the queen. But then after she tells the queen, she goes and lights a candle in a window, which I think was a signal. Um, so the council, commences, and Otto and the Maester, and there's another, the Iron Rod guy, and the Lannister dude is like, okay, so we'll like split up the money and we'll like do this and then crown Aegon. And Alicent has no idea that this was all planned behind her back. She's like, wait, have you guys been doing this behind my back? And the guy's just like, the guy to her left is like, oh well, we don't want you involved in all of this. We planned all of this to like keep you out of it. And so she's like furious because she's just like, no, we need to tell Rhaenyra. Lord Beesbury gets up and is just like throwing a fit. He's just like, no, this is not how it's going to happen. This is treason. I will not have it. And Kristen I don't think Kristen intended to do what he did, but he's just so forceful and so angry that he just, pushes him down to his seat and like smashes his head against the table, and it just silence, like flatline. And which Alicent's horrified about, because here's a man literally just in front of her with no life. So then Harold Westerling is just like, I'm done, like takes off his white cloak, exits stage left. And Otto is just like, okay, so we need to clear the board of Rhaenyra and Daemon. Just flatline them. Like, just no. Like, you have to cut off all claims of succession. All the people who can question it, we need to have them exit Westeros. So he sends the twins to go find Aegon because nobody knows where this man is. He is just gone. And so then Alicent goes to look for Aegon, separate mission, because they're not working together. And she goes into Helena and is just like, your father's passed away, and so Aegon's going to be crowned. And she literally looks at her mother and she goes, beware of the beast beneath the boards. That is important, and I think that has to do with something that's going to happen with her later on in season 2. Otto has people come in to swear fealty, the people who are in King's Landing, who are the noble houses, and so a lot of them do. And then the other ones, there's like 3 who don't. One of the women, she says she's from House Fell. She's like, I'm not bending the knee. Like, I bent the knee to Rhaenyra when she was named heir. Like, I'm not going to break an oath. I'm not an oath breaker. So the Kingsguard escorts the 2 out. And there's the one guy who, when Rhaenyra had Joffrey, he was on the stairs when she was on the stairs going to see Alicent. He was coming down the stairs with his wife, and he was like, oh, if there's anything you need from me, like, let me know. And she's like, thank you so much, my lord. I totally forget his name. I didn't catch it. So he gets on a horse to leave King's Landing, and Larys, creepy little Laris is stalking around and catches him and just flatlines. Oh man, okay. Oh, so the twins find out they're being followed by this person. And so they're like, oh, the white worm knows where Aegon is. Like, follow me and I can take you to her. So they go to the white worm, who is Massaria, and she tells them where he is. He's in the sept, sleeping under the ring. If you remember from the first episode, there's like a ring, or maybe it's the second. There's a ring of candles that her and Rhaenyra are praying in front of. He's like sleeping under where the candles are, like in a little thing. So the twins like pull him out, and he's like running. He doesn't want to do anything. And yeah, he just, they catch him, and then one of the twins fights with Kristen Cole, and Aemon One Eye is there, and they fight, and so the other twin, like, you see him leave, and you don't know what he's doing, but you just see him leave. So then Alicent goes to Rhaenys, because Rhaenys is still in the Red Keep, because she's waiting for her brother-in-law's body to take back to Driftmark. So Rhaenys is locked in her room when all of this is going on. So then Alicent comes in and is just like, oh, like, you should have been queen, and it wasn't meant for Viserys, and stick with us, and you'll have everything you want. If Corlys dies, you can have Driftmark. Like, we're not gonna challenge it. And Rhaenys is not stupid. She's just like, you're a lot smarter than you let on. Plain and simple. Like, okay. The White Worm and Otto meet, and they tell him where he is, or where Aegon is. He doesn't want to rule. He literally, like, he's holding Aemon's face, and he's just like, let's just get on a ship and run away. I don't want to do this. Like, you, me, and Helena, we could just go away. Like, I don't want to do this. Aemon's not having it. Alicent realizes that her father's been using her as a piece in the game. Finally, after so many years, you finally come to the realization that your father's been using you for his own political ambitions. And it's taken the death of your husband to realize this. She goes. Oh, so the Cargill twin that runs away goes to Rhaenys and is like, wraps her in a cloak, and he's like, let's get out of here. Like, I'm not going to be part of this treason. My brother can stay. I'm not going to stay. Let's dip. So he wraps her in like a cloak, makes her look like a common person, and they go to leave, and she's like, I need my dragon, and he's like, no, we can't get your dragon. Like, let's to Dragonstone. You can go to Driftmark, whatever. We need to get out of here. She's like, no, I need my dragon. All these crowds are rushing toward the dragon pit, because that's where the coronation is going to take place. She is like on the outside, on the she's past the doors, but not quite inside. First of all, the dragon pit is huge. It's glorious. It's magnificent. I love it. And there's so much seating. Everybody's in the dragon pit. There's probably 500,000 or more people in there and just watching the coronation. The coronation goes off without a hitch. Kristen crowns him with Aegon's crown, so he becomes Aegon II. And in the books, the crown that Aegon has rubies all the way around it, but in the show, they just have the ruby up in the front. So he's crowned, everyone bows, everyone cheers, everyone claps, and like, he's like, lifts up his sword, and he's cheering and everything. And Rhaenys, in this whole time, like, runs into scoots past people and goes down into the pit where the dragons are. And I was like, something bad is going to happen. Something is going to happen, and it's going to blow my mind. The last literally 5 minutes of that episode was absolutely beautiful, because you just hear the roar and then you just see everything explode. And I was just like, oh my God, she's gonna kill them all. Oh, but she doesn't. She like you see her on her dragon and she's in her armor and glorious and fantastic and looking like a queen, the queen she should have been. And the dragon like turns around and is facing Eamon and Helena and Allison and Aegon and Otto and Kristen. And I honestly thought she was just going to like Dracarys because that would have just been so much better. Oh, like it was fantastic. And people, they're like trying to close the door. I don't know why. So Otto's like screaming to have the door open. She faces them. Alicent runs in front of Aegon to protect him. And it just like roars in their face really hard and really loud. And then she just, like, you see the smoke clears and everything, and you see her sitting on top of her dragon. And she just looks at them, like, oh, you guys are in trouble. And she turns the dragon around and flies out of King's Landing. And I was just like, what an episode. Whew, that was fantastic. And it's the finale next week. Oh my gosh. Guys, this was a great, great episode. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for my next video, for the next House of the Dragon video. So excited, and I can't believe we're literally going into the finale. Like, it's 7 days away. Till the next video, guys. Peace out.